Nice. Sometimes I gotta treat people like their phone companies. I never believe what they say. Okay. You know when they tell you they have a deal, deep down it's not real, and yet you still pay. Come on. 5, 6, you gotta do it like this. 7, 8, I've been dancing since I was 6. Every kid on the block that's ticking its talk. I've been posting these gems, they've been giving you rocks.
Some air. Order me another round. We gon' need this area clear. Toast to the ones that want it. Toast to the right and wrongs. I am the guy that they wrote off. They was afraid of my solo. I gave them 40 right enough for quarter. They labeled me, call me a show off. And I don't know what I did to them. Sound like a solo problem. All I'ma say about it. Where the
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rico No Suave, and yes, I am back. Welcome back to the party. Woo-wee! Hey, I'm super, super happy to be back with each and every one of you guys today. You know, every time it comes to a Wednesday, I get super excited because I'm so happy to be able to talk to guests, but also I'm super happy to be back with the crew, my producers that's ready to rock it out every single Wednesday, and of course, the guests. Yes, the guest itself, you know, it's all about you and also for you guys tuning in. But thank you guys so much for your support. It is me, your host, Rico No Suave. Yes, Rico No Suave, and I'm your host today. You know, there's something that I did host, and I also was so happy that I did host this. And we took a trip to ATL. We took a trip to ATL, and it was for the Urban Short Film Festival. I want to give a big shout out to my man, Anton. Anton is the one that's in the middle, Anton Mitchell. And, of course, you see me in the blue suit with Rashida, and I have Archie, and then Nibadi, that's his name, actually, the one with the hat, the other hat, and kind of like the African gown. He's so nice. He was actually the host or the owner of Pink Lion in, they call it Black Wall Street. And it's so cool, man. It was so cool to actually be there, but it was awesome. But Anton Mitchell, you know, the guy is just super awesome. He saw the talent as far as within the Rico No Suave show. When we actually did a short film festival, red carpet here in Chicago, but we took it to ATL. And big shout out to John Taylor as well, too, for actually going out there and represent the Rico No Suave show. Big shout out to Hollis Wilborn. And, man, it was so awesome. But it was a surprise that came to me, and how can I say this? There was an award. This award here, everybody, I know you might see a little bit of, glare, but I want to tell you that this award was for outstanding talk show host. But I want to say, it's not just about me, but this also is for my team as well, too, because they make me look good, and, we make each other look good as well, too. So I want to thank Anton Mitchell for this, recognition award, for giving us the opportunity to be able to be proud of our milestones and things that we've actually done. And it was so surprising to me. I was like, oh, me? And I was super happy to be able to get this award, this recognition award for the Rico No Suave show. It's not only just me, but also for my team and also for everything that we've been doing here on the show itself. So, Mr. Anton Mitchell, thank you so much for this award itself. And, I'm going to have this, and this is going to be able to sit here, and I'm going to look at this all the time to be able to help us continue to move forward. Oh, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, I appreciate that. All right. So I got to introduce this gentleman here. When we talk about DJing, last night the DJ saved my life. Sometimes it happens, it saved my life. I have to tell you, when it comes down to this gentleman playing house music, when you play house music, you go into a different body. And there's something, of course, that house music is a spiritual thing, a body thing, a soul thing, house music. And the representation of what this gentleman has done as far as for the nation and also for the world, my man's been, doing this for many years. And I'm not going to tell you because I want him to tell you as well, too. I want you guys to put your hands together for none other than my man, DJ Purple. Let's go. What's up, DJ?
What's up, sir?
What's going on? How you doing, man?
Doing great. Thank you.
Man.
Thank you for having me here. This is a blast.
All right.
I'm psyched already.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. DJ Purple, you've actually done a lot of music. You have played a lot of music. And there's a lot of people that look at you as that DJ to say, hey, I know he plays sometimes, but he plays for us. He plays for the people. And you also play in regards to for the legends as well, too, because you're in that status of being legendary of, so many years. I'm not going to tell them. I'm not going to tell them yet. I'm going to let you do it. But let's start off with some shout-outs. Do you have any shout-outs to anyone you want to give out there?
First shout-out would be for the family.
All right.
Because they got behind me from day one.
Yeah.
My mom, rest in peace.
All right, my mom.
She supported me like whatever I was going to do anyway.
Okay.
So when I told her I was going to be DJing, she just got behind it. And within years, she became my unofficial promoter. So shout out to her. Shout out to my aunt, cousins, friends, colleagues, past and present.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, everybody that got behind me.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to them.
Let's get it on, man. When it comes to questions, you already know, because people already ask you for requests. Right. When it goes down to it.
Right.
Let's talk about, at what age did DJ Purple start with DJing? What was that all about? What age was that?
I'm going to say 22.
Okay.
And the year was 1993.
Okay.
By this time, I had already mail ordered a whole bunch of records. I was Well, first off, let me set the stage for you. Like, let me really set the stage here.
Okay.
I'm a creative writer. You have to forgive me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the year 1993, what was I doing? I was active duty military,
Okay.
stationed at Patrick Air Force Base, Cocoa Beach.
Okay.
Cocoa Beach was nothing like Chicago.
I'm
For
sure.
one, everybody knows it was much warmer,
I'm sure.
much warmer temperatures.
Yeah.
By this time, house music was getting some leeway across the country,
Okay.
but I was still mail ordering stuff from Chicago.
Okay.
I was getting stuff from Gramophone,
Yeah.
Imports, etc. He'd send me some
Yeah.
stuff sometimes. Dance Mania Records.
Nice.
3400 West Ogden, shout out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Got stuff from them. Got stuff from New York.
Okay.
But I didn't have a system, like a DJ system. I just had a little stereo system, and I had a roommate in my dorm room.
Okay.
So there wasn't enough room to like really bang out stuff. I
Right.
just did what I could. But by 1993, I had a room to myself. That means more space.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, let me go get some equipment.
Uh-huh.
I was going to get some turntables from a pawn shop nearby, but I didn't have to worry about that because this guy who lived in our dorms, he was selling his equipment,
Nice.
and it was going to be industry standard. So at this time, we're talking Technics 1200s.
Wow. Okay.
So I got the 1200s, got a mixer, got a coffin that held all that stuff, 3 crates of records, hip hop, R&B, New Jack Swing,
Yeah.
from the late 80s to early 90s.
Uh-huh.
So that was a compliment to the house records that I was getting through mail order.
Yes, sir.
So I spent about 6 months practicing in the room after work, teaching myself how to blend. Made my first mixtape in about, I'd say the first part of May 1994.
Okay.
So that's when I can really say I started the journey in May of 94. And the rest, as we can say, is kind of history.
When we talk about, because when we talk about how music has evolved over time with technology, we talk about cassette tapes. You were talking about cassette tapes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how to be able to play cassette tapes and being able to mix those two together when playing music and starting DJ, and then there was vinyl, right? When you got those techniques, I'm assuming that, did they actually mix off of cassette tapes?
Not with what I was doing.
Okay.
Now, what I did do, and a lot of DJs in Chicago will tell this story, which obviously means that it was true.
Yeah.
I did what was called the pause mix.
Okay.
And the way that you have that is if you have a double cassette player, you have a tape on this side and you have a tape on this side, and one of these is recording the record side, so you're recording what's on the play side, and you pause for the part that you want to continue to repeat in loop.
Oh, wow.
And you let go, play, pause, let go, play, pause, and extend mixes that way.
Wow.
So that's what I did. I did pause edits
Okay.
based on what was already pre-recorded on cassette.
Well, you have to have because I got mad at my tape player because it kept eating up my tapes. And,
gosh. Yeah.
Trying to run through that as far as a DJ, I think
Yeah.
that could be, you got to have a nice tape deck in order to make sure it doesn't eat up the tapes as well too.
Occupational hazard?
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
So when it came down to those cassette tapes, and you start getting them more into vinyl, of course, do you remember your first vinyl piece that you actually played that just caught your eye and like, listen, man, I can bang this song all the time, or let's just say practice to?
Okay, I know how I can answer this for you. 2 different ways. So as far as I could tell you the first record that I put on my demo tape. It's a Chicago record.
Okay.
It's called Set Your Mind to It, done by Gallifrey,
Okay.
and it was released on Gherkin Records.
Okay.
That's the very first record that I put on my very, very first demo tape. Now, I used to practice to a lot of stuff off of a seriously hard jacking label out of Chicago. I kind of shouted them out already, though. Dance Mania.
Dance Mania.
I used a lot of Dance Mania stuff that was a little bit more up-tempo.
Yeah.
Faster beats per minute count.
Yeah.
But then the irony of all this was that when I actually made my demo tapes, it was a slower tempo.
Okay.
And I hardly used any Dance Mania stuff on those tapes. I was using other labels.
Yeah.
I was crazy.
Well, that's pretty cool because when you were talking about how you actually got the vinyl and then you were able to still use cassette, so you were able to use vinyl and record onto cassette still. Mm-hmm. Did you ever mix and match between the two when mixing?
No, but the closest I did come to that was many, many years beforehand.
Okay.
When I didn't even really know what I was doing. I just thought, oh, this would be experimental.
Yes, sir.
So let's think back to the old stereo systems that had the 3 speeds on the turntables.
Yeah.
And then you had the knobs going back and forth between the radio and phonograph and 8-track.
Yeah.
Well, this one particular system that we inherited from my godmother had a rotary knob, and you can put it in between the radio, like between FM and phono. So what I was doing, because I had bought a couple of house records by this time, I had like Farley, Jack the Bass, Adonis, No Way Back, some DJ International stuff.
Yeah,
you know, that one too. Time to Jack. So when the mixes, when those WBMX mixes were playing on the radio, sometimes I would just have that knob right in between, and I would try to blend the record along with what was coming through on those mixes.
Wow.
But mind you, this is not a professional DJ turntable. So I've got my finger on the record the whole time, trying to match the speeds and all that kind of stuff. So that's the closest I did to that.
Yeah, that's cool though, because it was almost as if you were practicing at the same time with the people that was playing on radio on WBMX.
Yes.
Right? And that was cool because that was kind of like a tutoring way of you saying, okay, let me try to play along with him.
Just for kicks.
Or her, you know, just for kicks. Yeah.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
And then by the time 1993, let's fast forward to 1993.
Yes, sir.
When I'm practicing, all I was doing was just doing that muscle memory of remembering how it was back then and just trying to learn these records that I bought and all that. So I was teaching myself with the tools that I had.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the bomb. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, that's creative. That's creative.
And in a dorm room on an Air Force installation. So
with some techniques that you got from your buddy. That's cool. That's cool, man. It was meant to be, because if you had the techniques, it was meant for you to be able to DJ, right? Because of course, loving music of what you do, that's what it was all about. All right, so let's get down to the good part, because I know that was your journey. That was your journey of how you got started. Now, when we talk about, because you was in the military, there's travel involved, right? And when we talk about traveling as a DJ, when you start to travel, I'm sure that was kind of like, oh, okay, let's get it on. What can I do with that? So what was your first, outside of the U.S., country that you went to actually go and DJ and play for?
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. You all are going to have to forgive me for this one. Oh, man. So, as the phrase goes, London's calling.
London's calling?
That means England.
Nice.
My first overseas assignment was to a place called Huntingdon, and it was RAF Alconbury in the UK, and that was the start of the life-changing thing, like forever. That forever changed me.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you like a brief thing of why. Chicago people understand this one. Remember back in 1986, I think it was, when ABC 7 did a broadcast special on house music. I think it was Jay Levine that was reporting.
Okay.
And house music was crossing the water, and it was really popular in London. They played Steve So Curly's record in the background.
Nice.
Had an interview with Farley and Sweet D.
Yeah.
I remembered this when I filled out my assignment preference worksheet and saying, where do you want to go next? We had 8 spots that I could fill for stateside. That was blank. I wasn't trying to go nowhere in the States. Come on, fool.
Right.
8 spots were going overseas. Somewhere in the UK, I filled all 8 spots for the base in the UK because I wanted to go to the UK.
Right.
Because I remembered how they got down in the 80s, and
Yes,
I figured
sir.
they surely got down in the 90s.
Yes, sir.
And yes, they did. That assignment was the bomb. Within about a month of arrival, because I was supposed to report in July, in August, I started DJing at a local pub.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of blew up a little bit. I go to this spot over here in the region, then go to this spot in the region. The base shuts down. I go to the next base in England. Start over, start playing around. Go to this spot, this spot, this spot, and eventually play in London a few times. Then eventually play another spot in London, which was my grandest memory, Ministry of Sound.
Nice.
And getting other folks involved in it too, because a couple of my buddies started DJing as well.
Yeah.
One of my buddies and I are on record as being the first and probably still only active duty or American active duty military guys to spin at Ministry of Sound.
Okay.
So that's a memory.
That's nice.
That is a memory that will last for a lifetime.
Yes, sir.
So,
That's
yeah,
cool, man,
yeah.
because I think one of the things that you've actually pinpointed on, you kept saying bass, but for me, when I hear bass, I hear basement, underground, when you're talking about London. But I know that they have underground as well, too, of
Oh, yeah.
house music, right?
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you this. Because there's another radio station I should give a shout out to.
Sure.
89.3 WKKC, the baddest college station in the land.
Yeah,
Right?
uh-huh.
And I still remember when I came home on leave in 1997, I got a guest spot on the station. They played one of my mixes. And I had an interview before and after. And at one point in the interview, the guy had asked me about where I got my records from. And I said London. And I very happily said that London had the best records, period. London was on equal footing with Chicago.
Wow.
I kid you not.
Really?
London was serious. London was so serious.
Yeah, they're real serious out there. I
They're
mean,
serious.
in London, I mean, because there's a lot of, and big shout out to my man, DJ West Green. We used to actually have, like music that we used to download from London that was just bangers. Like house music was like all over, even though we knew like Chicago felt we were the Mecca. But when you heard London,
Yeah.
London had a, like, it was just like an epidemic of house music. Like it was a virus of house music when you heard of the UK, and that's what you think that they were all listening to.
Let me take it a step further. Again, you have to forgive me. I've got to get this out. I'm sorry. And I've got these flyers here
Okay.
too, just to kind of jog my memory on some things.
Yes, sir.
But talking about London again,
Yep.
2 main magazines, right?
Okay.
You got DJ Magazine and you got Mix Mag. I'm going to touch on Mix Mag for a second.
Let's do it.
Mix Mag is about like this tall and wide and all that kind of stuff, and this thick because it's got over 100 pages. 25 of those pages would have the club listing. Okay? Again, forgive me for this. The club listing for every single city that had a club thing going, from down in Brighton to Wales. Well, like basically, the UK consists of Wales, England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. any of those locations, if they had something going on, if they had a party, if it was Sheffield, if it was Middlesbrough, if it was Peterborough, if it was Newmarket, if it was Cambridge, if it was London, if it was Stratford, wherever they had a club and they did house music or they did drum and bass or they did techno, it was in that club listing. And the club listing was 25 pages long.
Wow.
Twice a month.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes. Isn't it?
Yes.
And, oh, wait. That's right. This is one of those things that appeared in the club listing. Let There Be Sound. This was a residency that I had with
Let
my
them
man.
see it.
Yeah, okay. Take
let
a look
them
at
see it.
yes. See if you can see that one.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
And I'm going to read to you one of the guest DJs that came through. Drum roll on this one. Lenny Fontana from New York City.
Nice. Nice.
So I got to play with alongside Lenny Fontana.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nice.
And I got to, and then for this one, wait, let me show you this one real quick here too. This is for the Goodly Wednesday. This was in Cambridge. And
Nice.
up top, Terry Hunter,
Nice.
UBQ,
Nice.
supported by DJ Purple.
Yeah.
So I opened,
Yeah.
I opened for Terry Hunter.
Nice.
These are the crazy things that happen in the UK. You spoke of Farley, right?
Yep, of course.
Farley played in Peterborough, which a place I never heard of until I got stationed over there. And they had a scene.
Yeah.
They had a record shop called Exit Records that had stuff coming in from New York City on Strictly Rhythm.
Strictly Rhythm.
They
Yeah.
had Chicago stuff
Yeah.
on Casual and Relief. Paul Johnson records were flying off the
Oh,
shelves
big shout out to Paul Johnson. Wow.
in Peterborough.
Man. Yeah.
And Farley played in Peterborough.
Yeah. Yeah. Farley was here. Farley was on the show, and when Farley was on the show, man, it brought a lot of memories of him being on stage, and what you're talking about is legendary Chicagoans being in another country,
Yes.
right, and having a staple there as well too, such as yourself, right,
Yeah.
and being able to play in those. Man, being able to play just in the clubs is a staple itself.
Yeah.
Right? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
and of course, being able to still know that those clubs are still going, you knew that you played there and you were part of the journey, right?
Yes.
That you have. So, man, congratulations to you on that, man. That
Thanks.
was good, man. That was
Thanks.
definitely good. I have to say that, house music, it puts you into a trance, man. And it's definitely puts you in a good trance because a lot of great people, from Chicago, traveling, right, to show exactly music that they actually produced, and also from there. Before we take a break, I want to ask you, in regards to the UK, because the club scene and the reaction and the love that you get when you were playing, which club stood out to you when you played?
I'll give you two.
All right. Okay.
One is not enough
Okay.
for this one.
Let's go.
I got to give you two.
Yes, sir.
So the first one is going to be going back to Peterborough.
Okay.
I had a set at this place called Laristos.
Laristos. Okay.
And what was cool about this place was that a lot of the walls were covered in mirrors.
Yeah.
Even the columns were covered in mirrors.
Nice.
So I'm like, oh, this is really cool. This is a cool dynamic.
Yeah.
I'm playing my set. It's a 1 hour set. Halfway through, I'm looking up at the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm looking out at the walls, and the walls are foggy with condensation from the body heat.
Wow.
And I'm like, I can't believe this. But they are fogging up the walls off of the Chicago-based house music that
Yes,
I'm
sir.
playing, because I played a lot of Terry Hunter,
Yeah.
Ralphie Rosario.
Yeah.
And that was just like this thing that just always stood out to me. That
Yeah.
I played to a Foggy Wall set. Crazy. Oh my gosh. And the other spot,
Yeah.
which is no longer in operation, sadly, but it's this little place in London near Piccadilly Circus called Bar Rumba.
Rumba. Uh-huh.
On Saturday nights, Bobby and Steve had their night called Garage City. And man, that place
Let's
was
go.
lit.
Yes.
The great thing about this was that I was granted an opportunity to open for them a few nights.
Okay.
For the DJ Laboratory.
Okay.
It was an opportunity for up-and-coming local DJs to come in and get some shine.
Yeah.
But the irony about this was that although I might have been kind of up-and-coming, I wasn't local.
Yeah.
Because London is here.
Uh-huh.
Where my base was, where I was at, was in East Anglia, which is way up here,
Okay.
about an hour away, or we'll say an hour and a half. But I'm still driving, coming down, taking the tube to play opening set for them a couple of times.
Nice.
And I stayed, and it was just a fabulous time. Open at 9,
Yeah.
close at 6,
Yeah.
party all night long.
Dang.
Yeah, that's right. Did I forget
Yeah,
to mention
yeah.
that?
You know what? Because you brought back memories. You brought back memories because clubs didn't close until 5. We didn't get out to 6, but
Yeah.
because they let us an extra hour, and then that was a party.
I forgot to mention those hours. Yes, and Ministry of Sound would open at 11 p.m. and close at 9 a.m.
Oh, come on, man.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Then
on a
we out to
Saturday night.
breakfast in the morning, man. Oh, man. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know what, man? You already know everybody. We got my man DJ Purple. We're going down memory lane, but also giving him his flowers as well, too, on the Rico No Suave show. Big shout out to Paloma Greer. She's actually saying, please say hi to Reggie for me.
Paloma. Oh, my gosh.
John T. Papri is checking out what's
Yes.
going on. He said that's some old school editing. Donna Marie Bird is checking in as well, too. Beatrice Davis, thank you so much for actually tuning in to the Rico No Suave show, and thank you so much for the recognition. We appreciate you all day, every day. Thank you so much. And, yeah, anybody else that's actually tuning in, thank you so much. Don't forget, everybody, we are here with none other than my guy, yes, DJ Purple. Everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in 30 seconds. We'll be back. And welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It is me, your boy Rico No Suave, and we are back and with my man, DJ Purple. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, are you having a good time, man?
Oh, this is a blast.
Yeah.
Memory lane is a nice lane to drive through.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
my gosh. Yes.
Hey, it's always good to be able to have a DJ here and also people that showing love as well for you because of you being such a great DJ and also as well too. Wendy Duke, hey, she said love the purple. I can't imagine being in a club until 9 a.m. Oh my God.
Man, I'm telling you. Ooh. It wasn't always easy, though.
I know, man.
But it
I
was
can
worth
imagine.
every minute.
Oh, I'm sure. To be able to DJ and, talking about, the UK, but you also went to Asia, right? Did you do anything in Asia as well, too?
That was for a deployment.
Okay. All right.
And that was a very, very interesting time.
Okay.
It was a 6-month deployment. I had no idea what to expect. I just figured, okay, well, once I learned where the location was, I'm like, okay, this is going to be okay.
Yeah.
But still didn't know what to expect.
Okay.
We get over there, get acclimated, start to find out that the morale, welfare, recreation unit
Yeah.
had this big tent set up, and it's a huge tent. It could hold about 2,000 people, maybe 2,000 plus. It's all open air space, so
Okay.
it could hold a maximum amount of people. They did old school nights, or they can have the capability of having old school nights and have somebody actually DJ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I started thinking, old school, huh? Okay. Funk, R&B, up-tempo, so we're talking like Rick James, Tina Marie,
Okay.
the Bar-Kays, Cameo.
Yeah.
I started ordering some stuff from Amazon to have it shipped directly to me at the deployed location.
Yeah.
And then I had some house stuff that was sent to me. So I was able to mesh the two because it's all the
Gonna
same
ask
tempo.
you about that. Yes, sir.
You can blend those two together.
Yes, sir.
So I had some old school tracks records. So, we're talking about Maurice Joshua. This is Acid.
Yeah.
Move Your Body.
Yeah.
You Used to Hold Me.
Yeah.
Because that's still a little bit
shucks.
slower.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all
Yes,
of that
sir.
too.
Yes, sir.
And then even some early 90s stuff. So we're saying like Crystal Waters,
Mm-hmm.
Jomanda, CeCe Peniston.
Yeah.
Able to kind of mesh all that together. And to do it for a deployed military crowd that's not just the Americans, because we have coalition forces there. So I'm also playing for the UK troops, maybe some people visiting from Spain. You have some people from Italy, people from France. And again, Europeans love house music anyway.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
an extra bonus
Yeah.
to play for those people who happen to be at the deployed location.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
with you getting involved into the Asian market, or just being in that country in general, and they wanted to listen to the old school music, because you already had people that loved the music of house music that knew you, how did you tap into getting involved with a club that actually, did you just go up and say, hey, I would like to play for you guys, or how did that work?
No, so this was the downside of the deployment. We were basically confined to base.
Oh, I see.
So that tent that they had set up,
Yeah.
that kind of served as the club.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the club. Because they had other nights too. They had like a country night,
okay.
and they had like an R&B night every
Okay.
now and again. They had karaoke.
Yes, sir.
So that was the club.
That was the club.
That was the club.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
That was still a cool experience
That's
to be
cool.
able to do that.
Yeah.
Because I had to do stuff on the fly. This is equipment that I wasn't used to,
Sure.
but I made it work.
Yeah.
Because the stuff did have a pitch control. Mm-hmm. So all I had to do is just kind of maneuver how to use the pitch control on this set of equipment.
Yeah. That's awesome,
Yeah.
man, because when you actually say you played in different countries, it basically saying you played in different countries. I mean, you played in, of course, London, which is the biggest one, but then
Yeah.
you did hit that Asian market.
Yeah.
Did you also go to any other countries that they had a tent?
No, but okay. So let me give you this one. This is another fabulous memory. Too bad I don't have any flyers for that.
No worries. No worries.
No flyers for that.
No worries.
But y'all gonna have to forgive me for this one too. So I'm back in the U.S. I'm stationed in Florida, this time in the Panhandle,
Okay.
and I'm at Fort Walton Beach. My DJ buddy, who I was stationed with in England, he's down in Panama City Beach at another Air Force base, and we talk back and forth about stuff. He's also DJing. He's doing neo soul stuff.
Okay.
He takes one of my mixed CDs, because I'm making CDs at this time.
Okay.
He takes one of those CDs and passes it around to people, kind of like as a promotional tool to just kind of see where we can go with this. And it lands in Lyon, France, where he's talking to some people over there. They're doing this thing where they're going to open a wine bar, and they want us to come over and help christen it for the grand opening.
Nice.
So I'm like, oh, this is going to be cool, because this is going to be my first time ever in France.
Okay.
3 days. The trip itself is going to be 7 days.
Okay.
But our gig set our gig schedule was going to be for 3.
Yeah.
Oh, but the joke was on me though, because almost immediately after I landed at the airport, getting off the plane, setting foot on the ground, people are starting to say, "Hey, well, would you mind playing tonight, just as a teaser?" So I'm like, "Okay, sure. I got the records.
Right. Right.
Hey, what time you want to get us?"
Yeah.
I ended up playing a total of 10. I had to correct myself here. 10 sets, 10 different gigs over that 7-day period, which is mathematically crazy.
Yeah.
Because that means on some of those nights I'm double dipping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And one of the best clubs or club memories was a spot called Ambasade.
Episani. Okay.
The vibe in that place was so Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was so Chicago
Let's
because
go.
the tempo was like perfect.
Yes.
It was like old school. It was reminiscent of like a Terry Hunter, Master C and J kind of production going on.
Yeah.
Really deep. I come on deck and the first record I play is Byron Stingley. And the crowd loves it.
Get crazy.
Got absolutely sick with
Yes,
it.
sir.
And then another spot that the last spot of the tour was this place called La Chapelle. That was really nice too.
Yeah.
Really, really,
That just
really
sounds
nice.
cool.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
The resident DJ was a girl. She spoke no English, but that didn't matter because she played like somebody who was from Chicago.
Yes, sir. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What's her DJ name? You remember who that
I
was?
don't remember her name,
Okay,
unfortunately. But I do remember the last record that I played on the night,
What was that?
which was for Dramatic Effect.
Mm-hmm.
I played the extended version of Dindada to close the night. Yeah.
Let's go.
That's how I ended the night.
Dude, that is. I actually went to a club, and they actually ended off the night, and this was 5 a.m. in the morning, and I will never forget. This was up north, and they used to call it. What did we used to call that? It was right there by Red Dogs, where Red Dogs used to be at, up north on Milwaukee and Damon area, Six Corners. But it was in on Milwaukee. But they actually had a side, like it was like it was like one of the ones that was just flat, but it was like a door that you thought it was like someone's home, but it wasn't. It was like an underground place where you can go underground and listen. And they played the Nada. And when they played that at the end of the night, nobody wanted to go home. Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, drrrr, and they just killed it. He I think he looped it because he just kept, he was killing it. And it was like, man, nobody wanted to go home. So that brings back memory when you actually say something like that. Because I'm like, when you play something like that, that is super, super sick. My man Glenn Bisono is saying, he said, "What up, Rico? Shout out to DJ Purple. What's going on, Papa?" I said, República Dominicana, man. Dominican Republic representing. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for checking in with us. And everybody that's checking in, thank you guys so much. Yeah, you already know DJ Purple is in the building. Yeah, he is rocking it out as far as with us going down memory lane. Before we take another break, you already know I have to ask, I have to talk to you in regards to your style. Because people flock to you for a reason when your name is actually on a flyer or when you're promoting. Because back in the day, you showed us already the old school way of how we used to promote.
Yeah.
Which is the flyer, street team. Hey, DJ Purple is going to be at this club. DJ Purple is going to be spinning here. He's going to open up for here. When we talk about Chicago bass, when you're here, what was it like in regards to your style versus that you say that kind of stood out with you from other DJs?
So I'm going to tell you something that's been told to me by a few different people. And I'll even drop a dime on you real quick here. One person that told me this was Ron Carroll.
Yeah?
Yeah, he told me this. And so evidently the word has been getting around a little bit on, like, my particular style,
Yes, sir.
but other people have told me this too. I am unpredictable.
Okay.
It's kind of simple to say that because, yeah, sure, DJs are unpredictable. You typically don't plan your set.
Right.
But my unpredictability edges on the dramatic because I will play stuff that will get you interested. You know, you can like nod your head and like, oh, okay. And it keeps you interested.
Yeah.
Which is my purpose. I want to keep you interested.
Which is good. Uh-huh.
That's exactly what I want. And then the next song that I play in will make you change personalities. And that's when I know I've got you. You will be like, what?
Yes, sir.
I remember one time I played a set and I was playing a record, and then the next song that came in was like this really dramatic remix of What a Fool Believes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that song,
Yes, What a Fool Believes, yeah.
Yes. And people just like, they looked at me like, what did you just play? You just play that? Yeah. So
That's cool, man.
I'm a bit unpredictable. You just never know what to expect. So
Yeah.
the best thing to do is just to stick around and watch. You don't have to dance through my entire set, but you will be shocked.
We just don't know what's going to happen with DJ Purple, just like
Yeah.
the weather in Chicago sometimes.
Exactly. I could come out the gate firing hot, or I could save the heat till the end. You just don't know.
You just don't know.
You don't know.
You just don't know.
Nope.
Man, DJ Purple, you know, I mean, you bring a lot of attention to people. And when we talk about bringing attention to people, it's because when you're playing different sets, not just house music. I know we focus more on house music because, you know, that's kind of a niche that you have, but you also play other music as well, too. You did mention some neo soul. Neo soul is pretty dope.
It is.
Neo soul, I think, is really nice. I think neo soul in some cases, when I'm listening to music, it's kind of that loungy, where you at on the rooftop type feel, or you can actually just be in a nice atmosphere and have some nice neo soul lounge music as well too. Now, as a DJ, I see that you play all of that as well. Has anyone ever told you to play outside of the category of music that you normally play?
That did happen to me a few times and it was not a problem for me anyway because
Sure.
I kind of expected it to happen.
Okay.
Let's just say that when word gets out in your unit, in your squadron on base, when word gets out that you're a DJ,
Yeah.
then all of a sudden you become that go-to person for special occasions, special events.
Yeah.
So perfect example was one assignment that I had at Brigham Young University,
Okay.
and this was for the ROTC program.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm dealing with cadets and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir.
Well, they have two functions each year. They're both called dining out. So you have the winter semester or fall semester, winter semester, whichever one you want to call it, and then the spring semester.
Okay.
It's a dining out. It's a formal function. Well, I was the DJ for those functions. And so I will say this, though. One surprise that happened for me, because, again, I'm thinking about the crowd. You got people from all over, so play a little bit of everything, right?
Right. Right.
You play the neo soul, you play some R&B, you play some rock,
Yeah.
you play some country,
Yeah.
play some salsa.
Yeah. There
That's
you
always
go.
fun.
There you go. Let's go.
I had one dude, it was a cadet, one person that came up to me, and he asked me for the percolator.
Oh,
I didn't bring it with me.
You didn't have it with you.
I didn't bring it with me.
Of all songs.
Of all the songs that anybody would ask for, you asked for the one
That I
I don't have.
Which is more common because more people usually.
Yeah. That learned me real quick.
Yeah, that is
know what
one
to
of
say.
the most famous songs ever. And then it's like, listen, bro, I ain't even got it.
I didn't bring it for that night.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I
yeah.
could have brought it for another night. But no, not that one.
Oh man, my man DJ Purple, everybody is in the love with us today on the Rico No Suave Show. Hopefully you guys are having a great time. All right, everybody, we got to switch this to, you already know, we got to go to NASCAR. NASCAR moments, baby. NASCAR moments. You know, of course, you know, when we're talking about that fast speed and we're talking about the highlights and we're talking about all of those great moments, yeah. This moment right here is going to throw you off. Because Kyle Larson, of course, who we've been following, actually has something called the Late Model Challenge, but there's something called flow racing. There's something that I've actually, of course, discovered. Flow racing, these cars are interesting. These, they look like oversized go-karts, but at the same time, too, they are actually, you know, part of NASCAR, and this is also Hendrix and HendrixCars.com, and these look really super cool, and to be able to be on a track, look at that. You know, to go along with the win, I feel like they want to take off in the air. When you look at this, it looks like it's almost as if someone said, hey, we're going to create, you know, a go-kart, but we're going to actually put some big wheels on it, and then we're going to actually put a huge wing so it can fly, just in case if we ever want to fly over the finish line. And when I saw this, I was like, man, this is crazy. I said, will I want to see something like that? Yeah, I probably would. Just make sure the fence is high enough, just so we don't want the wings to fly off. But it's awesome, man. This is a moment that, you know, that kind of made me feel like, hey, where are we going with these cars now? Like, because this is something really cool to be able to see. And big shout out to Chad Warner that actually has this photo here. Want to give him his props in regards to this very awesome picture. And yeah, this is great. So check out Flow Racing, FLO Racing. And then, of course, you know, just let them know, Rico No Suave Show, this is another NASCAR moment. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Yeah. Man, you know what, man? Time is flying by fast. So fast.
Yeah.
Like super fast. We got a few minutes left because of the show. It's very energetic, but also I love recognizing people like yourself, man, for sure. Recognizing people like yourself is such a great thing. Now, we talked about the missing song of the Percolator outside of the box.
Yeah.
Outside of the box. But let's talk about some of the flyers that you do have there.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Let's talk about some of the flyers that you do have. Let's see if the audience can actually see some of those flyers that you actually have, and tell us a little bit about those.
So, I will start with this. Yeah, this is a good one.
Sure.
I like this one.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see if you can see that pretty good there, maybe.
Hold it there to autofocus. Nah, it's a little blurry.
Well,
That's okay. Let's bring
That's
that back
all right.
a little bit. Yeah. So let's talk about that one. Let's see
Sure.
what is this one.
so I talk about military bases, right? We have here the Galaxy Complex at RAF Mildenhall.
Okay.
That's referring to the Galaxy Club.
Okay.
And on base at Mildenhall. So I wasn't just playing solely off base, where house music was infinitely more popular.
Yep.
But there were some occasions where I could play on base. And on this particular night, it was called Emotivo. Local DJs, Nick Bridges, Alex Daniels, Steve Parr, and Gareth Morgan, they came onto the installation, into the club, and brought their styling of house music,
Yeah.
meshing with my styling, being from Chicago.
Nice.
And it was a house music centered night
Okay.
on the base. It was initially supposed to be just a special one-off occasion, but the crowd loved it so much that they brought it back 2 more times.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's always a special memory.
Let me see that. Let me see that
Yeah,
flyer.
sure,
This is
yeah.
cool, man. This
Yeah.
is awesome. Yeah. And it's cool that you actually, I love it that you have these memories of lamination,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Which is awesome, man, because
Yes.
those are valuable, man. Those are
Yes.
valuable memories. So
Yes.
that's awesome. What is the next one? What we got
Yeah,
there?
this one here, we'll see if this one can
Let's see if
come.
that comes up. Yeah, much better. Paradise.
yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Now, this is the launch party, and this took place in Romford, which is, well, we call it a suburb
Okay.
of London.
Okay. Okay.
The main DJ on here besides myself was Chrissy T, who was one of the resident DJs of Garage City.
I like that.
And I've got to give a
Garage
shout
City.
out. Oh my God, I'm telling you, man. Y'all gotta forgive me. Chrissy T, I have to give a shout out to as well because he was the guy that scheduled me for those DJ laboratory sets
Nice.
at Bar Rumba.
Let's go.
So we ended up connecting to do a quick residency.
Nice. Nice.
The other ones I
nice.
flashed forward at, Lenny Fontana, Terry Hunter. Here's another one from the Good Wednesday.
Nice.
And, wait a minute.
Right there.
That's-
Right there. Right there. Yep. Awesome.
You'll see the name DJ Disciple from Brooklyn.
DJ Disciple. That sounds
so-
biblical.
He's a spiritual guy, though.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay.
He's a
Okay.
good guy.
Awesome.
That was an awesome night as well, and being able to open for him as well
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
just fabulous. Yeah.
That is cool, man. Man, congratulations on a lot of that because, those bring back memories and it's cool because I think and I'm sure other DJs out there, tell me if you laminated your flyers because I know some of them actually have them like in folders, right? And then some of them actually have them in a way of where to keep them in a box, right? Where they have some old school like paraphernalia, clothes that they actually had back in the day that they actually wear either for the club, right? Because the club also had kind of that staff type deal, and then also just the style of clothing back in the day as well too. Always gonna have that as well too.
Exactly.
So, DJ Purple, when it comes to new projects, new things that's actually coming up as far as for you, because let's talk about the years now. Let's talk about the years. You've been doing this for how many years now?
30.
Wow.
It is the dirty 30.
Congratulations, man. Let's go.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Yes. 30 years.
Yes.
Yeah. How does it feel? Because I ask DJs these questions because there are a lot of DJs that's out there that I know that's been DJing for many years. When we talk about the different technologies that you see now, because now we went from cassettes to vinyl to CDs to digital,
Yeah.
right? How has that journey been for you, knowing that you've been in the business for 30 years?
It was not always easy.
Yeah.
I was one of those that was very stubborn about my vinyl. I did not like being forced to try to learn how to use CDs, to mix on CDs. I was very reluctant to do it. And then finally one day, I got a little bit comfortable with it. I'm like, okay, I guess I could do this.
Yeah.
And then once I got comfortable with CDs, I was reluctant to go with the CDJs and the thumb drives.
Yeah. Wow.
I was reluctant for that.
Yeah.
And then once I got comfortable with that, I was reluctant to go at least figure out how to use controllers.
Yeah.
I was reluctant for all of that. I was just so set in my ways.
Wow.
But once I got open and a little bit more comfortable with it, it's like, okay, you know what? I could still be the purist that I am as far as vinyl is concerned.
Yes, sir.
I have occasions to do that.
Yeah.
I still have opportunities to do vinyl-only sets.
Yes, sir.
But if I'm going to be doing any clubs or any festivals or even just stuff like what I do have coming up, where it'll be easier to just transport minimal stuff,
Yep.
we'll roll with it.
Yeah.
Because then it still opens up the floodgates, and you're not limited on the kind of music that you can get.
Yeah. And I think it's a good point of convenience.
Yes.
Because
yes.
crates, I heard the crates, was like weights. And of course, because you also had a style of, with those crates, of knowing which crate was going to be for a certain set, and also if it was for that certain set. And of course, I can imagine you were talking about those different sets that you had, all 10 of them.
Yeah.
I can imagine what you went through just having those crates there too.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention this. So the one convenient thing about the 90s, and you can ask traveling DJs
Yes, sir.
that played in the 90s, record boxes. So I didn't have to use crates per se. We had boxes.
Wow.
lockbox, put the records in the box, and then just carry them with the handle.
Yeah.
Those were suitable for air travel.
Okay.
You could check them in at the airport, and it'll be the same. It'll be the same as checking in your luggage.
Yeah, I'm kind of choked up on that one because I don't want no records breaking.
That's the key. They have to be very, very sturdy. But everything's locked up. You check in your suitcase, and then you can check in your record box. I still have a Delta Airlines tag on the box, and also have a sticker saying "fragile."
Nice. Man,
Yeah.
DJ Purple, man, you the bomb, bro. You the bomb, man. Congratulations. I got something for you because, you know, as a DJ, you know, we always want to give out flowers, you know, and when it comes down to, when I was talking about staff and paraphernalia and things like that, I got a shirt for you, my man.
Oh,
I got a
nice.
shirt for you. The Rico No Suave Show, you know, want to present this shirt to you because of how much you have done. Thank you for your service for the military. And then also the transition of being able to have music in your life, be able to go to Mecca, you know, Mecca, Chicago, but also, you know, part Mecca in London, which they were deep into it. And then going to the tents, right? I'm always thinking about that, to the tents, baby. Let's go to the tent,
Open
right?
air space.
Yeah, it's open workspace. So, man, congratulations on, you know, 30 years of success, man, and welcome to the team, my man. Welcome to
cool.
the team. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm drafting him. He's in a draft right now. Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah,
I will
that
wear
is
this
yours, sir.
proudly.
That is yours, man. So, congratulations, man. Congratulations, man. And much love to you, bro. Thank you so much for being on the show. But we got to show them your social media before we get out of here. Everybody, of course, this is the social media from a man, DJ Purple. You know his name is Reginald L. Davenport. So if you wanted to know what his real name was, there you have it, everybody. It's Reginald L. Davenport. So check him out on Mixcloud. Go and listen to all of his mixes. All you have to do is go to mixcloud.com and then look up Reginald L. Davenport. Put that / in there. Takes you right to his page. Here's the next one. Yeah, we got SoundCloud, everybody. Same concept, Reginald L. Davenport. Make sure you go and check him out there. And SoundCloud, all the mixes, show him some love. I don't know, are they available for download too, or can they contact you if they want to download your music as well?
They can contact me.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So make sure you contact him as well. All right, let's go to that next one. You already know Reginald L. Davenport. Yeah, I'm his friend on Facebook too. So we're friends, right? So make sure you go and check him out. Go ahead and add him. You can contact him as far as a messenger. Talk to him and then say, hey, I want to get some of those downloads. How can I get some of those downloads? And don't be spamming them, trying to get free stuff all the time. All right, everybody. So here's the last one. I think we have the last one here, right? We have PhantomGrayENT.com. So make sure you go to his website. Hey, he's publicizing a lot of great stuff that's going to be out there. Future goals, future projects for you guys to actually enjoy. My man. Thank you so much for being on the show today as far as with us, man. Much love to you. Congratulations on 30 years and many, many more. Everybody, put your hands together. My man, DJ Purple. Yeah. All right, everybody, we got to get out of here, but we want to thank you guys so much for actually being on this show as far as for the Rico No Suave show. And yes, you already know we got to put up our social media as well, too. So our website is www.riconosuaveshow.com. That's where you find out more information about us. We're always updating that. So make sure you go ahead and check us out there. And also check out our film festivals. We got our film festivals there as well, our red carpets. Stay tuned for more on that. Here's the next one. Oh, yeah, you already know, Instagram. Make sure you go to our Instagram, Rico No Suave Show. Go ahead and follow us, and like and love what we're doing. Here's the next one. We have our, it's Facebook. Yeah, we there. Rico No Suave Show. Go ahead and like and love everything we're doing there. Here's our next one. Oh, yeah. Subscribe now, everybody. We building on YouTube, everybody. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rico No Suave Show. Last but not least, we do have Mixcloud. Yes. Rico No Suave Show. Go ahead and find us there. It turns into a podcast. Right now, it does go live, but it does turn into a podcast. So please make sure you go ahead and follow us there. Everybody, we got to get out of here. Your boy Rico No Suave, man, we got to get out of here. So thank you guys so much for being on the show as far as with me and the crew and, of course, my man DJ Purple. Until next time, everybody, we'll see you later. Die.